Hello everyone, we are live from Le Mans. I want to be as positive as possible for the start, but I have just seen a lap time from the Ferrari hypercar that I did not want to see. Well, I mean, as you guys say, I was kind of suspecting of Ferrari still being quite OP as we wait on GT3s to finish their qualifying. But I'm a bit, what's the word? Already deflated. I mean, same as at Qatar, if you guys remember. It's gonna be similar today, I fear. Not much I can do with the Peugeot. Anyway, chat is there. Hi everyone, already thank you for all the messages. Končno sam najdu stream. Super. Sem ne moram ugotoviti, kdo točno si, tako da dobrodošel. Yeah, I mean, about Ferrari, like, I don't know, obviously Gregoleto has absolutely sweated this combination and this car with his teammates. I saw already some good Toyota lap times from James Baldwin, and James Baldwin is, of course, James Baldwin himself, so his lap times mean something. And yeah, I think 21.2 for Grigoletto, 21.8 for Baldwin. 22.4 for myself. Well, I'm gonna do a faster lap time, hopefully in Quali. But let's see. Weekly ASMR, yeah, I mean, I obviously need a little bit of ASMR in my ears if I were to survive without saying anything bad or silly about BOP. Guys, there's a bug with softs. There is a bug. I don't know what is it, but every time I go into garage and I have a setup assigned which have mediums on, every time it shows me in the setup that I have softs, and I think this is a bug. I don't think anybody will quali on softs here because track temp is 45. Like, softs would be good until maybe 30 Celsius. Yeah, Bob, I mean, Bob wasn't bad, but then they just made Peugeot plus 15 kilograms. Why not? Just out of nowhere, for no reason. Other than me winning 2 races at Spa and Monza, as they are, well, a Peugeot tracks and it was hot conditions, so... At least here we have hot track. At Qatar it was cold, so it struggled even more. 2 minutes until we can go out. No, even 5 kilograms is stupid, like, I don't know. So, not sure if you saw, maybe it's not been uploaded yet, but well, you now see the Go Setups logo. We work together with Go Setups. You will be able to get 4 of my setups from this season on Go Setups, namely Le Mans, Monza, Spa and Qatar. And at Qatar I really did improvement even from what I had in VMS Pro. Yeah, 15 kilos, yeah, maybe it's 0.2, but not at Le Mans. At Le Mans it's more. It's a long track. Yeah, I mean, Aston can do 20s. Ferrari surely can do 20s. Unless Grigoletto has randomly put his absolute ever PB in practice session. But, so we have done, we've been doing with the setup shops, obviously on good track conditions, hot laps. It's a bit colder, so not too much overheating. It's saturated. And it was absolutely great lap in the Peugeot. And I did 21.5. This is a bit hotter, it's not saturated real road, and there is no way I can replicate such a perfect lap like that. Would need 100 attempts more. But it's been already beaten by 3/10 by Ferrari, so... I don't know. Peugeot would need like minus 20 here. And if you make it colder, minus 30. Who would understand? Anyway, there is already a... Who is that? Somebody already went, and he shouldn't have gone. Just gonna quickly check with 15 seconds to go if my setup is fine. Because I've... Well, I mean, no need to hide because it's just the VMS... sorry, the Go setup anyway, but... Right. 11:00, let's go. So this was supposed to be 15 minutes per class, but as James said, sorry above, it has been slightly messed up, so we now get a single hot lap, or because single hot lap at Le Mans is quite a risky thought, or a risky thing to pull off. Pull up for 2 laps and then see what happens. Hi Lazarus, hvala Sale. Yeah, James should have time for 2 consecutive, but the tires are cooked after 1 lap. So if this was like crazy high, insane esports like Le Mans Virtual or something, I think we would all have gone for a single out lap or a single hot lap. But we would have done hundreds of attempts before. And I've done quite some attempts for the Go setups, for getting the setup together and the hot lap together. And then I have done a couple of here, but it's slightly different conditions. And obviously for the Go setup thing, it's more important that the setup feels good rather than just absolutely nailing the hot lap.
You going for single shot?
I filled up for 2, so...
Copy.
So, what do we have to do to win the championship? We have to win the race, and Fabio Grigoletto has to be P3. Or I can be P2 and then he has to be, I don't know, P6, P7, but... yeah, Alex, I'm happy with the setup. I'm unhappy with the car overall because these tires are not great. The way that you have to slide them around, kind of in good old R Factor 2 fashion. But the setup makes the car to work really well. But at the same time it's super difficult to drive. Not the setup, just the car in itself. All these cars, the hypercars, are super difficult on the limit, because the limit is never the same. Because you cannot just lean smoothly on the tire and make the corner, you have to lose the rear a bit and rotate with the rear around the corner. But the rear grip is not as you would expect, it's different every time. Which is realistic, you know. But if we are doing kind of low-key esports here, without big prize pools, we kind of have to have at least some consistency. I haven't chosen the car yet for next season, no. But I have something in my mind. I kind of don't want to do hypercars anymore until they get new tire model with the freshest updates. But at the same time I still want to do some hypercars, so we will see. Yeah, get pole. I mean, I would love to get pole, but I'm like, the car is at least half a second of pace, so... Monitor Mason, it is Samsung C49HG, 144 Hz, 1080p resolution, vertical. Joao, well, We have signed up for VEC with the Lexus GT3, and yeah, I'm planning to do VMS still. But other championships, apart from the official online championships, I don't think there is any point at the moment. Let's get these tires up to temp. And send it. Let's take the esports line. That was a lap. 22.4. Nothing more in the car. Let's see if the tires still have something. Nope. Well, this is the situation that we have, right? 22.4 with it wasn't by no means a perfect lap. There were slight slides at some points, but I have missed no apex. Exits were kind of slidey, but they have to be. at least in Quali. Okay, P5 for now. Grigolito on pole. I have to be ahead of him to win the championship. Actually, what's the worst? It's well, maybe you have seen a little bit of drama, but P1 and P2, they're teammates, but this is a single player, like no team championship, but they have swapped positions to let so Di Buono let Grigolito through previous round to get more points for the championship. But it turns out that despite this being single player championship without teams, it was allowed. Unlucky, I don't really have a teammate here, or like, I mean, Michi is arguably kind of my teammate, or used to be, or kind of half is still, or will be still, but we never even really thought. We joked about letting each other through, but it was never a real thought, but well. So they are P1, P2. Yeah. I don't know. I see that my camera is very, very dark. Let me try to put the gain a bit higher up. Well, that's max. Maybe there's a little bit of time to analyze. So turn 1 was really good. I should have cut a little bit more. So basically the cut detection is quite erratic, and here you can be kind of 4 wheels off a little bit. So I should have cut more, but the traction in the Peugeot is horrendous, so it's quite tricky. Already had to correct. I think this was the only bigger mistake, and still I hit the apex kind of really, so maybe half a tenth here. It's a difficult corner. Flat out. This one can always be a tenth faster, but it's then 50-50 chance of a cut and invalidation, so I took it safe. It was solid. I could maybe have gone a bit more over this curb. But yeah, exit on perfect lap, it is like this, like you run wide, correct a bit, take the curb. I don't know, anyway. Only Sven, well, Sven is on his cooldown lap. Right, let me load. I mean, I don't need to hide, I can just take load and then decide what to do with the tires. I'm still in the replay? No. It's live. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you see the bug, like, most of cars are on softs for whatever reason, including... no, I'm on mediums, but it shouldn't be like that.
Nice.
Very.
Put a shit bunker and then off track the 22-0.
I'm happy that I have out-qualified more than half of the Ferraris.
Yes. I'm also very happy to be stuck behind you in a train.
Oh yes. Oh, Ford on pole. Right. That's quite a gap. 9 milliseconds. Well, I mean, it's Le Mans. Where does Ford struggle, really? Ford struggles with traction zones. I think it's not bad in high speed. I'm not fully sure. But looks like on open setup it can be really improved compared to fixed. Where is a race? Come on, move it. I need to get this done. Yeah, if I fully nail the lap in these conditions, I probably P4. I hope Baldwin sends it, but yeah, again, Toyotas are super bad at race starts, like the Peugeots. Peugeot and Toyota are bad on traction, and they just don't accelerate compared to the Ferrari. So I hope I'm not gonna get eaten alive from behind. Wait, P1 is on right side, I think. No, P1 left, P2, P3. Yeah, I should be on the right side, which is, I hope, I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad. 54 track temp. Oh, that's hot. Now I wonder, like I'm kind of trying to hide because I might take a weird tire choice here. I tested on 49. 54. That's the condition where it should be always full hards, right? But I tested it and it wasn't particularly great. Let's see anyway. So setup is loaded. All is good. Click started driving. Here we go. Yeah, there is some problem in with hards. Like the core and the rubber temps in telemetry are so high up that it should be hards, but it does not work. The car is sketchy, has no grip, and so on. But on the other hand, if you put mediums on the rear and hard on the front, it's not bad. Did they change the ARB? I don't know fully what to do with the ARB, to be honest. So in the setup, on Go Setups, I think I have saved it on 3 for the race, or even 4. I think I saved it on 4. And that should be good, but maybe, because it's really hot, maybe I'm gonna start with 3 just in case. Actually, hards on the front, so it's gonna be understeery at the start. I will take 4 and then decide later. Well, thank you everyone. Let's hope it's gonna be a fun race, even though the BOP is maybe not the best that we could have hoped for. Yeah, Toyota is on full medium. That's interesting. Let's see how that plays. No pressures in LMU. Just take minimum allowed, like it is in real life as well. Just take the minimum that the rules allow you. There we go. The mandatory cut. If you don't take it, you get eaten alive on lap 1. Now let's see how messed up we are when it comes to top speed. Ah, Baldwin, drive-through. He's not gonna be happy, and the 1,000 live viewers of him are not gonna be happy either. Hopefully not a bug, yeah. Michi coming, he lifting. Yeah, the starts were not as bad as
Baldwin a DT?
Yes.
Copy.
Starts were better than expected. Yeah, that's Michi going to overtake me now. He went too fast before start, so jump start. So I'm running not a minimum rear wing because the Peugeot doesn't want to work on minimum rear wing. So I'm a bit struggling in the straights. No, they cannot remove a drive-through. Straight to orange, unbelievable, I lifted. Oh, nice touch.
Your sector 3 pace is crazy.
I hoped I will have a bit of corner advantage, but I don't even have that. Carry a bit more speed, but yeah, no toe at half a second. So it was a bug. I don't know. No damage, that's nice. Yeah, if the game starts flashing at you or something, like, you have to be super obedient of what the game tells you there. So maybe he didn't get a bug, but a feature. Yeah, that top speed. So unfortunate. But again, if I go for top speed, I'm gonna be even slower. But I agree that the starting procedure is just mind-boggling. It's so weird. So many bugs, so many pointless penalties, and it got fixed so many times, but it's still so not intuitive. Unless you're like really scared of the system and try to absolutely do exactly what it tells you to do. And then it will allow you to not get the DT. I'm not on minimum wing because the Peugeot will be not on pace. I can gain, I don't know, half a second with a minimum wing on the straight, but I'm gonna lose a second and a half with corners. So my hope for now is that people that are ahead of me think nobody's having both hearts on the front, which could potentially save me a couple of laps.
I agree, going 2.5 already with the track limits.
Nice. Well, that means something. He's gonna be careful, more careful than he should be. I have 1.25. DT speedrun is exactly what I need for the championship. Couldn't be high on mediums as well, but the Ferraris will eventually just fully overheat the tires, I think. I don't know. I would love some slipstream. Yeah, it's 5 cuts overall, yes. Yeah, drive-through I think is 25 seconds-ish. In sim racing, every corner something happens. That was very close to a cut. It's not 10x time. For whatever reason, they didn't even go for 2.4 hours, but 2 hours 40 minutes with 1x time. But we have talked about it in Discord, and hopefully they will change it for next season. Right, so the leaders are doing high 24s. I think I can match that if I absolutely nail everything. Yeah, 46 laps, it's basically 4 stints, right, so quite a long one. But it's never that bad at Le Mans. Imagine 4 stints of Nordschleife. Still 6/10 off. Risked everything for that toe. And got a bit of toe and got no cut points. Beautiful. Nordschleife in a Peugeot. Well, that would be pretty good though. It was beautiful with LMP2 when we did it in Le Mans Virtual Series. Yeah, we are all fuel saving. I'm gonna tell you why. Basically, full push is 11 laps. A bit of fuel saving is 12. And for 46 laps, we have to do 11, 11, 12, 12. But I guess we're doing 12, 12, 11, 11.
Jan is loving all that in the back.
I would prefer loving it at the front, you know.
Copy.
understeer. But I don't know what to do, because on the entries it's a bit unstable. Sometimes it's oversteery. Sorry, sometimes oversteery, sometimes understeery. So nothing I can do. Other than drive more gently, don't over push the front. And here is Marco Di Buona to make sure I never catch Grigoletto. A bit of a joke, don't get angry with me, dear Italian friends. Well, purposing, you don't need to implement purposing. If you have a good aero simulation, purposing will appear out of it without any extra effort from programming. We have had it in like Formula Sim Racing on RF2. It just never was that violent because of how the car was built. Peugeot versus Ferrari. A classic turn exit. So CAD, basically the LMH cars are set up for maximum rotation, like huge rake and just rear wing to stabilize it. And the Peugeot needs that because it absolutely has no front. Or in the other words for the Peugeot, the front is nice behaved, goes beautifully stable through the corners, but because of these tires, since December, are pretty broken, you have to drift the rear around the front to make it rotate, and that makes it horrible. And some cars can then handle the rear wing one better. So Ferrari has stronger front end, unless it bottoms on the ground of turn 1 at Spa. So it can run less rake, less wing. ChatGPT setups copy. Baldwin got a drive-through for start infringement for either a bug or a feature. Two more GT3s. So now with the regulator running away, Di Buono successfully holding me back a bit, even though he has a faster car. I am stuck, and if I dive bomb him, he's just gonna get through again on the straight. I don't know what to do. That was moving on the brakes. He just turned into me. Like very, very marginally, but I guess it's one of those moments where it can be called 50-50. I went for the inside, he suddenly whoomp. And I'm not having any of that. Whatever the stewards say. It's a bit of a curved entry on the brake, so you could call that he turned in for that, but nah. Now watch him suddenly gain a second per lap to pass me again. I need to stop hating and start driving. Luckily, we just managed to stay straight, even though we got kind of locked together. I was just trying to save my car there. Ah, the Italians. The Italian friends. Hi, Amos. I'm in a perfect mood today. To be honest, I don't think I did anything illegal, so... You have heard worse things on the radios of F1 drivers, so I'm behaving and pushing further. Just need to stay clear of Di Buono. But let's see, 1.0 gap at the start of Mulsanne. Hopefully he doesn't gain more than 2 tenths overall in sector 2. Too much oregano on the... Oh, I ate a whole teaspoon of oregano today. It was cooked into the meal, but... I ate quite a bit of olive oil. I had oregano, I had tomatoes. But I still cannot match the Ferraris. But no hate for Amos anyway. It's all fair. As it stands, if we were here now in real life, after the race I would go buy Di Buono a drink and hope that he would buy me a pizza or something. Right, he gained 2 tenths in the straights, maybe 3, but no corners. Four tenths, just like that. I wish I could do 24s. But yeah, it's feelings, of course. What would we be doing here if there was no drama? For the algorithm. Oh, the turtles, of course. I'm well correlated today with the turtle. So what to do with tires now? I think everybody will single stint, but I'm not certain. The track is so hot that like the thermal deck is insane. So closing in on McConnell very slowly. Yeah, like he's at full mediums and he's not dropping off. I don't really get these tires. If this is not hard territory, then nothing ever is. Faster than Grigolito, let's go. Maybe front right hard is finally doing something. A bit too late. Well, thinking of just taking new medium on front right. Peugeot is generally better on the tires than Ferrari. But if it only becomes better after 9 or 10 laps, then no use. Wonder if anybody will only change one side. So tire change is 12 laps. We're doing 11 to 12 lap stints. But to my testing, pace disadvantage is like 2 seconds initially. Ooh, drama. Michi. My condolences.
Yeah, it's
Damage?
my no, yeah. Like dark rear and yellow front, but
Copy.
no repairs for whatever
Yeah,
reason. But it's a
okay.
penalty regardless.
Yeah, but what?
And we nearly died both.
Like, I don't know. It's my duty to find a suitable gap, but like a conventional way to overtake there is for GTs to let a gap like a little bit. But it feels like he just straightened the car to block me. I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna judge him on that. Luckily, no incident. I thought for sure there was a gap, but he used whole track, which he obviously can, so. No, I could go from damage, no damage. There is barely any damage here in this game. As you see, this brake replacement oscillating plus minus because of the tiny pedal supposedly, but it shouldn't really do anything. To be honest, the car is now beautiful. Yeah, the brake change, I mean, it's not set to anything. I think it's just visual. I had that plus minus ing for months or like weeks now, and it never changed my brakes, so I think it's not a problem. Is the engine of the Alpine blown? I mean, I have fully opened the cooling, but you see that it's 120 oil temp, so it's hot. If I wanted to be funny, I could keep these tires, emerge just ahead of Grigoletto and wreak some havoc. Although he would overtake me within half a lap because, well, tires. The Buono will jump me with the fuel. I think oil can go to 130. Brake, well, if I have a brake change, then like I don't know. Let's see. Shouldn't happen. I see the delta. I don't know.
So is losing control and sliding over the white line a penalty? Presumably yes.
Ask Amos or other Italians. They are the ones protesting it. Right, so what do we have now? We are not changing tires. I have hards. Copy. Did I put all hards? If I did, then oopsie. So what I did here, I thought I just... Did I change this one? I thought I just went here to medium. Like, I think I did new medium... I think I did new medium, then put down and new hard. I think I did this. I mean, all hards should kind of work still, but let's see. Some people didn't change all four. Well, Amos, you feel very angered by my words today. No, I was protested in Season 1 for that Fuji pit entry by Grigoletto, and that gave him the win, even though I didn't do anything really.
Hearts.
Yeah, supposedly I have did a brain fart, or maybe it was a bug.
Oh, you did that by accident.
Yeah, I wanted like hard, medium, medium, medium. So I went new mediums, then scroll down, put front left to hard. But somehow now I have all four hards.
And if you go up to the top of the list, it's entire things. Anyway, interesting strategies by everyone.
Let's see. No, Amos, it's fine. You have every right to protest that. It's in the rules. I touched the white line. Probably you're gonna protest me again, even though I'm gonna be P5 or whatever. But it's just weird that the game governs this pit entry and pit exit cuts itself. But VMS feels like they need to override that by manual additional rules, which is, in my opinion, extremely stupid, because it just adds this dramatic protest that serve absolutely no use. Like, I didn't gain time by touching the white line at Fuji or today. Michi neither. But still, it's been protested, so... Feels like some nations that impose crazy laws that serve no purposes. It feels like that here, but... well... all fair. Go on, protest if you wish. I mean, speaking overall at Le Mans Ultimate, I spoke a lot about the street justice. Whatever rules allow, you can do it, of course. But it's not really big esport, so we've been all racing not by the rules that have been imposed over us, but by what we deem to be fun and friendly racing at a good level. So anyway, let's see now how the tires go. I will have a bit of pace problem in the first few laps, but then it should be good. But yeah, I mean, all this drama and all these harsh, passionate words, but that's what you get if you put a sim racer that wants to win a championship into a car that gets insane BOP hit mid-season. It's not about who does what to me now. I'm just overly fed up. Come on, top speed, do something. Seems good, okay. Lift please. He's not, okay, he's lifting. But yeah, temp is not bad for hards by any means, it's just that if I have mediums on the rear, it will be faster for most of the stint. Yes, Amos, it's the Bob fault. Of course. You think I'm gonna blame myself? Nope. That's not what sim racers do. And all that we would need is Mr. Joe McCauley, who has taken the Peugeot as well, and gave me the run for money in the first 2 rounds or 3 rounds, but then he disappeared, so I don't know. I don't know where I stand.
Your solar panel on the back of your car is a bit of an issue, I see.
Oh yes. I play with socks. Amos, is this like additional tactic to help Fabio win? Like having Dibuono try to be ahead of me all the time, and then send a couple of people in my chat? It's don't take it personally, but I need to joke a bit like that. It helps me with the next Apex. No, I mean, it's really like, it's all in good spirits. After all, when we have done the race, let me have a bit of drama when I'm on track at least. We have Fabio on the lead, so
much appreciated.
what is Leiden?
1.5, not enough. Schindler's going to be a pain.
I lifted too much. Track limit, come on. I think... Wait, are they all trying to double stint? And yeah, stint is... this one is 11. Because we need 2 11-lap stints and 2 12-lap stints. But I guess Fabio had a lot of traffic previous lap. Those two fully dead ahead, like no pace.
I think they kept the tires.
That's gonna be interesting.
My instinct tells me you by accident saved your race. Perhaps a questionable compound, but like we took 7 seconds away from Grigoletto just on the 2 outlaps.
Look, it's fine. I'm happy. No, it's just, you know, fighting for the championship, but car is a bit out of any contention.
Bono has some serious straight line speed though.
Of course. Oh, that's a late defense. Oh shit, here we go again. Well, what should I do? Okay, he defended a bit earlier this time. Fair enough. I even gave him some friendly bump draft. Hard tire is loss of straight lines. Nah, it's my wing that is loss of straight line speed. Luckily there are many corners around here. To be honest, hard tire should be even slightly quicker on the straight, but maybe too marginally to make any effect. Michi dancing around. Here goes Smitchy for P4, but we will be battling for P3 in no time. But I think BOP is made for the fixed setups. Cars are good on the fixed, but open the setups up and yeah, it's not great anymore. Depends on the track as well. Took the cut. Now he's far ahead, I think. I'm gaining. Now he will out-accelerate me. Come on.
What is the result you need for the championship?
P1 myself, P3 Grigoletto.
Oh dear.
Yep. I did not play this correctly. Not even enough time to gain back the draft. I'm sorry. Sorry man, I am out of ideas what to do here. Okay. Control Alt Delete. Fix the driving. Should be on Mitch's rear now, but cannot battle without a car that can either do acceleration or top speed. What do I have to do? Nothing I can do. If I'm close enough, then I lose the front, and the Peugeot is already very, very particular about front grip when you take curbs on the apex. Interesting. A bit overly aggressive from my side. Now I made him unhappy. Fist fights in racing. I never want to race like that, but today I left without any choice, and he's off. Well, Toyota is the best hypercar at the moment, overall I think. Or maybe tied with Ferrari, although Ferrari seems to be pretty decent today here. Remember, we had fair fight between Peugeot and Toyota, and then Peugeot got +8, and then another +15. Meanwhile, Ferrari got +10, and additional +5 at Le Mans. Yeah, I try to steal every bit of side draft from him, and probably he touched some grass, but maybe it's a Toyota moment as well. Remember, Toyota does weird things in long corners. Again, I think everybody went for a minimum wing here. Toyota can do it. I know that Toyota has a very, very small change from minimum to maximum rear wing. It's not that effective. Then Ferrari is stable enough to take rear wing 1, and then again the Peugeot, absolutely no chance. Goes from 1 to 20. It's fairly well balanced around 10-ish. But put it to 1, you cannot make the car work. Or you can make it work, but it's gonna be slow. Impossible to use. So yeah. That's how I see the situation. VMS is at the moment, well, RF2, I don't even know about RF2. I'm not really following RF2 league scene apart from the historic stuff that I do. But VMS seems to have the top level sprint racing, well, sprint to short endurance racing in LMU. I lost so much time in this battle. I mean, I can hit myself for it, but at the same time I know that there is just... well, maybe there was actually no possible way for me to get the moves done on Huben and then follow Michi. Traffic. Yeah, Lamouche for sure. I mean, he's pretty young, I think. I don't really know that much, but he has solid pace for sure. You know what I have not complained about today? I complained about everything already apart from traffic, and now it's time for some very unlucky traffic. Yeah. Well, Arno sounds like a brilliant thing to happen. Right, 2 to go. I should have overtaken Huben 5 laps ago. I'm so fed up with myself or with everything. Had the pace on Michi for some time. Now I'm thinking. If I keep hards, how bad are they gonna be in the second stint? Well, I think everybody else surely goes for another fresh medium with hard on the front left, and doubles that. Baldwin is thinking, okay. Is the track getting colder or hotter? It's cooling down a little bit. It seems like I had bigger pace advantage in the first laps, but then the pressures rose, the rubber and core temp or carcass temperatures rose, and now it's kind of thereabout. And then, to make matters worse, if I was now together with Michi, if I was able to follow him through McConnell and Huben, I would be then inside the Fabio's window, and then Fabio would change tires and would be behind me. Okay, well, we can do a lot longer. Well, give me the cut. Come on, half a point. Why not? Okay. Let's try things then. Why not? Yeah, I tested hards offline. They really did not feel great. But it is true that this server feels different than offline from the get-go. Something was different. And this stint was pretty decent. Yeah, I'm not gonna gain track position on Grigoletto unluckily. Because, well, he was 15 ahead. Tire change is 12th. What I need is Sven Gelhut in P2 absolutely sending it for P1. I will have another pit stop, and then for the third stint I'm pretty sure it's better if I change tires. We are going, Pedro. Just not sure where exactly. But yeah, people will struggle for 3 corners to get the tires up to temp, but it's so hot here that it's not a problem. Although I did underfuel a little bit, but others will as well. Because I'm doing 11 lap stint now, so I needed 94. And I assume others will take less as well. Turn, turn, turn. It's a heavy car now. 3 stints is gonna be hard. Is that a pun that wasn't intended? Or was it intended? Not intended, well, it's a good one anyway. But I'm just gonna... I don't know. Should I just take all new hearts for stint 3, or should I just keep going and see what happens? Let's see where I end up now. Missed the apex because I was so shocked at the situation. 1.7 seconds. So close, but so far. So many moments where I lost 1.7 seconds. Now he will absolutely rocket off. Sven will get me either now or on the next straight. I would love to get a tow, but cannot stay within a tow with the Peugeot.
Did you lock up?
No. Just had to let go of it. Not enough
Copy.
pace. .3, yeah, the track temp is not really going down that quickly. Okay, well, let's see the pace. Now in clean air. There isn't really any pace to be seen. But if it's anything like the second stint, then people on fresh tires will pull a lot of a gap in the first 5 laps, but then things will stabilize. I mean, in the end, take 46 laps, multiply by half a second of pace deficit per lap. For the Peugeot Bob. So there is only so much things I can do. Intentionally or unintentionally. Fabio already pulled 2 seconds in half a lap. Unbelievable. Yeah, I will have to take another set. I hope I can stay ahead of the Buono. .27.0. I mean, that's not too bad for lap 1. Three seconds off Ruben. But they will drop into 25s. I will eventually do high 26s. And it's gonna be all fine.
Thanks.
I had no chance anyway.
Did you just throw everything at it with the double hard, or?
Well, I tried.
Yeah.
Maybe it's still gonna become alive in 5 laps. Anyway, 8 seconds to Fabio. Go, go, go.
I'm trying. I lost exactly these 8 when you condolenced me.
Ah, yes. Michi cooking with the race pace. I lift. Come on. Ha. Well, now in trouble. I am in big trouble with cuts. Just 18 more laps. And then the misery is over. Okay, I mean it's on strict limits and in some places, like in the chicanes you have curbs that are normally taken as the track limits, but there is this white line that's not next to the curb but like 1 meter to the inside. Nobody really takes as a track limit, but for some reason we are taking that as a track limit here. To be consistent or something, I don't know. It's been opened up a bit on last corner exit, because it was super strict there as well. And in some places you can go like one tire width or like half a tire width outside of white lines and it's not gonna penalize you. But like my issue is that I did the same cut as before and lifted but still got the same points as before, like half a point, despite heavy lift. Just don't cut anymore, right? What I cannot understand is why are these hards so bad in the second stint. Others on mediums did not lose that much. I don't know. In RF2 it was like that mediums and hards had the same drop off, because on hards we were just pushing harder because the tire could take it. And then you had thermal deck piling up. Yeah, I have no chance against Huben. The one on Gumball will get me on the tire change. Traffic will get me anyway. Ah, it. Can I be killed even harder? Like, I'm already fully dead. Sometimes this is life. I just feel like I should just pull the power cable out of the wall. And wait for season 3 to strike back. But that's not how we race here. It'll just be 58 minutes of full push. And try to salvage any point. Yeah, this strategy, like if you have a fast car with low top speed, then you have to do what Red Bull and Vettel have done back in the days. Get the pole position and then defend the lead and drive away. And never let anybody to do the strategy to like safe undercut even if you're in the lead, just to avoid people undercutting you, and then you'll be slower later on, but it's fine because you have a gap. And I was in that situation, but unluckily there was no possible way for me to get the pole position. Exactly, kid. Exactly. "17 seconds to Fabio. Crazy. Also, it's great that James Baldwin is not that type of streamer that would just rage quit after getting the drive-through, but he actually respects the race. look angry? Copy. I'm not even angry. I don't even know what is my mind state now. Just want a hot, not a hot, a cold shower to cool down, a nice drink. It's just the Bob weight sitting on top of my head, yes. Could be. I mean, I tried what I could, right? I tried. But you know, like, I was really trying hard for this week. Although I had a stream on... I had many streams. The stream on Sunday... Wait, did I stream on Sunday? I think I did. What did we even race on Sunday? Just cannot remember. Anyways, had a stream on Tuesday, had a stream on Thursday. Thursday race was really good with the Lexus GT3, and then really tried hard to get any bit of pace out of this car to have any chance today. Honestly, the setup is pretty much as good as it can be. Obviously there can always be further setup clicks if we have been developing this like crazy for some more weeks. Driving wise, I don't think I did any massive mistakes. Even the hearts in the pit lane didn't really cost me that much. It's just the car that we have. I think the BOP was pretty decent at the start of the year. But yeah, again, plus 23 kilos on the Peugeot for the last 2 rounds. And as I say all that, that makes me feel calm. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, top speed, I mean, I think I lack 3 kph to Michi. So I'm doing 3:33. I think he was doing 3:36. But again, the story of this season and the story of Ferrari Bob was that it was always kind of LMDH-like, really good on acceleration and with a decent top speed. Meanwhile, Peugeot is decent on top speed as well. It's kind of lower downforce car, slightly lighter or like better on the tires, puts less energy into the tires, but at the same time it has awful traction. But again, you can go around it if everything is fast enough, or like you can get away with lack of traction. But at Qatar it's been 6/10 off, 7/10 off. Here it's been like that as well. Yeah, Dalibor, it's like that. I mean, it feels more planted, of course. There is more mechanical grip, but Delta doesn't like it. Cat, I have no idea, to be honest. At the start of the season it was off pace a bit, but now the BOP was pretty big. Like, I think the Porsche is now 50 kilos or something like that, maybe 40 kilos lighter than the Peugeot compared to start of season. Minimum 33, I think, but probably more. So I don't know. I've seen some LMDHs online in the races. Luca, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for and waiting for. So the ELMS content has been announced for September, right? That does not sound like hypercar update. But at some point it has to come. Yeah, LMP3s are a part of it as well, I think. It's gonna be proper LMS, ELMS content. Yeah, what was it? The RF2. It's two different ones, right? The Ligier and the other one, the Norma, I think. Although I've had mixed experience on them. The tires were a bit weird. And was it the Norma, or like the sitting position was on the right side and it was very like pushed into the right door, and I just could not get the feel of the track limits, as I'm obviously used to having the steering wheel on the left. And yeah, LMP2 is unrestricted, right? So will be fun to race it. This is gonna be 26.0-ish, and by my calculation I have no chance if I do triple hard. That's the track temp, 48.7. I just don't care. As long as I don't get a drive-through, I'm just gonna lose a second, it's fine. Daniela, I fear that that would be absolutely horrendous if they did that. It's really not that simple. I've heard things about modding even in RF2, taking GT3 tires or like taking Formula Pro tires and trying them on some other content. Like it's not really mixed and match. You get really weird behavior. The tire construction has so many different aspects for different speeds and different loads. All needs to be calibrated carefully. Yeah, Dalibor, I would hope so. I still don't think that's really the case. Some teams surely contributed a lot of data and some real-life drivers, like Perel. We have Dennis Lind. Hecky shit in the background. Yep, well. Okay then. I'm still gonna put hard on the front left. I think it's just getting melted if it's a medium, although others are making it work. Box. Hi Lucas, welcome. Yeah, Cat, that's a good consideration as well. Although, I mean, some cars on AC require really not that good of a CPU to run, and they feel amazing because they're like perfectly set up, perfectly calibrated in limited conditions. Pluto Flight, thank you for the sub, welcome. Okay, well, finally on the tires that I wanted to have. Gumball behind, taking new tires as well. Wait, no, he only took 2 new, I think. Now we do have a little bit of a fuel target. Need to gain like half a lap-ish of energy. Nice, Lucas. Yeah, I plan to do it. And about the quota swap test, I plan to do that as well. Just need to see how the situation is. To confirm the co-driver. It should have been VEC round 1, but looks like it's gonna be postponed because you cannot still host servers with driver swaps. You can only do that like as an official event. Yeah, Daniele, for some aspect it's really good for the views if we have the same track in LMU for an event. But then of course if you have the actual race running in the background, that's a bit not great if you want to watch it. Why is Gambal this quick now? To be honest, I prefer GT3s as well, now that they have the new tires. Is the one on new tires as well? Nah, it's not. It didn't just do it. Crazy. What a move. It's the worst because I have really like a maximum front downforce that I can put in the car, and the Ferrari still just goes through the Tertre Rouge like. Five tenths. He's gonna be 1 second ahead into Indy, maybe. Sacrificing a bit of fuel saving just to stay in the draft. It just goes, like, it disappears out of corners, and that has nothing to do with any top speed. What? Track limit, I guess. He must be on 4.5 as well with the cuts. Okay. I really don't understand what's going on with the strategies now. Everybody single stinting mediums. But no, the Buono is on... I thought the Buono was on old tires. Gumball and Baldwin were much further behind before. Okay, luckily I'm gapping Gumball now, so... The Buono is pulling away. The fuel is fine, I just need to do one extra lap, but that's not... that's worth half a second maybe. And I should have second and a half advantage now on tires. If not two. If not 2.5 even, for 1 or 2 laps. Of course. Can it get... yeah, where are you going? Wanted to say, can it get any worse? You know, it's never good to be just marginally off BOP-wise and just like lose the championship by 5 points. You have to be absolutely humiliated on track by every aspect. Strategy, other cars, traffic. Even Toyota pulls a gap on traction. I'm more and more confused. And I have no... I really don't understand. Okay, well, James is absolutely flying. Okay, I understand. That's a PB by quite some margin. But James is 23.7 by Baldwin. Crazy. But how did Baldwin get ahead if he changed the tires as well? Really, like he was 10 seconds behind. How did he get ahead? Any reason to keep low battery? So basically, it's like it has to be really low here because it's so long straight. So like balance-wise, you don't really feel 20 or 40 kilowatts pulling on the front axle. And on LMH cars, you don't need to box only on battery. You always have the engine running. Because on LMDHs you must have some battery remaining for the pit stop. But here you basically don't really lose anything by running zero battery, apart from a little bit of front grip if you do high-speed exit. As then, like when you have fully loaded front outside tire trying to rotate, if the motor on the front axle activates, it's gonna start pulling and then you will just lose rotation, and you don't want that. But between 20 and 40 kilowatts it's really not that great of a deal. And I just, like, 20 is too little. If it was 20 I would have to mix like 20-40, 20-40 every 3 laps. And it's just, I cannot be bothered, so I just put it to 40 and let it do its own thing. Yeah, I don't think front left, like, I don't know how Baldwin gained 10 seconds on me with the pit stop. That's what I don't understand. Was it really pace? I mean, we lost quite some time battling, and he had a lap of overcut on me, so he could fuel a little bit less. And then if he changed all the tires again... Okay, yeah, it makes sense. He gained 5 seconds by the energy and by the overcut, and then gained further 5 seconds because we went 3 wide into Porsche curves, and then because I lost crazy time here in this corner behind the Mustang, so makes sense. And he's absolutely on pace, so like he's smashing the lap times. That explains, I think. Okay then. 6 to go. Lift and coast. I want to cry a bit more about Bob, but maybe I shouldn't. Okay, let's put it in a different way. It just cannot feel good. Any competition cannot feel good if literally everybody has better conditions than you. And that's probably the harsh reality of many fast young drivers in real life, in go-karting and in lighter formulas. that have to just work with whatever is remaining for them, equipment-wise, and they have to perform and shine in that. And because there is not hundreds of thousands of people competing against them, they can actually shine. I wouldn't blame my strategy, I'm thinking. I don't think my strategy was bad. The second stint that was full on hards should have been better than the everybody else that double stinted the tires, because they had mediums, I had hards, so they should be relatively better. But it just didn't feel like that. Finally, the most pace I felt this race was when I put hards all around for the first 5 laps. Which is severely confusing. But, you know, going into this season I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna sweat it, because it's old tires, doesn't really matter to fully esport the setups and fully understand the tire, because it can be updated anytime. And in the end, I have sweated quite a bit. At least I now actually understand the Peugeot. Lifting is like 3-4 tenths, but others have had to lift in, like, others lifted as well, right? We all had to do 2 11 lap stints and 2 12 lap stints. In the end, I paid the price for trying to be contrarian, not falling for the Ferrari trap that turned out to be the only way to win. Toyota has been really good in some tracks, to be honest. And then Peugeot was good in 2 tracks. And at the season start, yeah, to be honest, I should have won Imola, but I got just stuck in unlucky traffic and lost the lead to Fabio. Was it Fabio? I think it was. Round 2 was Fuji, track was cold, Peugeot was struggling. End of stint was fine, but first 3/4 of stint I just had no pace. And if Fuji conditions were very hot like here now, I would be able to compete there. Well, Luca, it's not costing me time if I'm stuck behind traffic while I'm lifting coasting, so it's maybe 3 seconds. But I'm even more confused about Di Buono. How did he end up in P5? Like I really don't get it. Really. tried something to the setup, copy. But what I'm more confused about is why is he ahead of me after the pit stop, and why does he have fresh tire pace if he did not change tires? But I guess if he changed tires, why is he ahead? I will stop thinking. It doesn't really matter in the end. Michi catching P2. Michi is insanely quick today. Really good to see. He struggled a lot with the Ferrari, so pretty happy he's got the pace today. So I changed twice. I think most other changed twice as well, but they did a double and then two singles. But I did a single, a double, and now a single. Yeah, almost it makes sense. It could have worked. At least I could have slowed down Fabio a little bit. But yeah, it wouldn't go long because the pace advantage is just way too big. Well, 3 laps to go until I fully capitulate. The baguette got burnt. Liberté, égalité. Copy. I need a proper Bob revolution here. Ah, I see, kid. Nice. Well, should I start capitulating already? Or will Grigoletto still get a drive-through, and even if he gets a drive-through, he's gonna be ahead. And I don't expect him to crash out. So... But it's been a race of a struggle against reality. Is that Di Buono? Interesting. Shame that he has 6% more energy. So they must have crashed into the first chicane. Code brown one. Ah, half span. Copy. He's even faster in a straight line than before. It's crazy. Where was the apex? I thought I'm gonna hit it. Yeah, Nick, I have had the same questions, but he has had brilliant pace, while the Peugeot absolutely shat itself. Well, maybe I lost 10 seconds, 15 seconds because of bad strategy, but my strategy was limited a bit by my top speed. I had to do something a bit different, otherwise I would be just stuck in traffic every stint. Sorry. Copy. No cut. No energy. Let's at least keep that P7. Okay, I capitulate. I'm dead. I'm dead. No pace, no chance. Championship lost. That's life. was a nice try. Give me that at least. It was a good try. The pain is ended. Now we are free. Come on. Give me the replay. I battle for the whole lap with my target, and even like I'm this close and it's barely gaining anything. And I touched the Buono obviously a couple of times, but you know, last lap of the last race of the season, and I already lost everything, so it was full kamikaze. And it was fair enough for a full kamikaze. That was a nice one. Sideways braking. Hey, I have a sufficient... Do I have sufficient overlap? Maybe yes, maybe no. He turns in on me. All good. He out-accelerates me, obviously. And then I just... What is the saying? Either I see P1 or I see God. I think in real life that would be penalty on him. He didn't... in real life that would be surely penalty on him, but by VMS rules I think not. Did I have any grip remaining? I don't know, I was kind of four-wheel drifting towards the wall anyway. Could have ended much worse. No, it couldn't end much worse. I lost the championship, that's the worst. Okay, well... You know, in real life, I had the apex, I was almost full car ahead, he was on the outside behind. In real life, it would be big penalty for him. By FIA F1 style rules. But obviously we race according to VMS rules, and they say that you need to like complete the overtake before taking the whole line. Or like the whole track, so... I think in the end a racing incident, but I tried. Yeah, I think I'm P2 in championship. I don't think Huben is close enough in the standings to catch me, but I don't even know. Like the standings is buried somewhere in the SimGrid website. Shame that it's not run through the grid finder, you know. Anyway, I'm P2. Yeah, P2 is P2. P2 in the Peugeot against a horde of the Ferrari horses. I'm gonna take it. Was a fun season. I lost season 1 because of the tire bug. Remember when Michi changed the tires and somehow he got the softs or something, and suddenly just rocketed off because he got a tire that was unavailable to take. This season I lose because sudden plus 15 kilos of bop on the Peugeot with 2 rounds to go. Well, if we were all on site in Le Mans, I would go crying in the corner for 15 minutes, but after that we would have a nice party, nice drinks, and I'm sure Fabio would have paid the drinks for everyone. But GG to Fabio, that's a championship for him. Michi in the end with fastest lap, 23.6. Third time the charm. Well, Joao, I hope the Lexus will be competitive enough. I don't know, but let's see for VMS for season 3. Yeah, Dragos today. Yeah, I sent it. Like in the end, I didn't have anything to lose. It was already lost when that 15 kilos happened for the Peugeot. Right. Anything more to be said? I don't think so. Gonna shut off the stream and the PC and be back on track on Tuesday. Hopefully see you then. Well, have a nice start to the week. Thank you for watching. Sorry for all the drama, or I hope you enjoyed all the drama. Yeah, bye bye, good night.